What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into Nightwing, issue number 97. What we saw in the last issue was Blockbuster being murdered. Heartless took out his heart, modifying his gun so that it was capable to take a heart that is so big. This comes at perfect timing for Nightwing, because Blockbuster had just learned his identity. This could have been horrible for Dick Grayson, but the corruption in Bloodhaven is finally being scrubbed, while Heartless is still out there on the loose. While he may be the next big threat to this city, there is still so much more at play, because this city is filled with corrupt officials, of people in powers of position. But our new commissioner has come in, and she plans to clean up this city. Now, be sure to subscribe to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, we are picking up with our newly appointed commissioner and Mr. Maroney. Now, right now, Boss Maroney, he believes that he is able to just walk clean away from this, from all the corruption that he has done, from all the bad things. He truly believes that he will be out of here by the end of the day. He believes that he can threaten the commissioner. He believes that he can act this way because the commissioner isn't the law in this city. Blockbuster is. Maroney, he doesn't understand that Blockbuster had been killed. As we pick up with Nightwing and Melinda, they are currently at the morgue looking at Blockbuster's body. A giant hole right through his chest. Nightwing didn't want it to go down this way. He wanted justice. He didn't want Blockbuster murdered. He wanted the people to see Blockbuster held accountable for his actions. And Heartless has taken that away from them. Now, the biggest problem is that with Blockbuster being murdered, that means that there is a power vacuum that is about to go down in this city. As we jump back over to the commissioner and Maroney, letting Maroney know that there is no more protection for him. Not only that, but Blockbuster kept highly detailed accounts of all of their business together. Blockbuster had essentially collected all the evidence that they need to go against Maroney. At this point, Maroney, recognizing that he is screwed, he does ask them, "What do you want?" But Maroney also knows that he can't be protected here. The new commissioner knows this because Commissioner McLean, he had been gunned down right where he is sitting just yesterday. That is why she has brought in the commissioner of Gotham, Renee Montoya. She has brought in this commissioner because if anybody can keep scum alive, it is the people of Gotham. And so Maroney is going to testify. But Nightwing knows the entire criminal world is going to know exactly what they do soon enough. Montoya arranging an armored vehicle to escort them to Gotham. That escort is going to need some extra protection if they are going to make it to Gotham City. And so Nightwing meeting up with Babs, the two of them, they begin to plan what is going to go down. As Babs goes ahead and she makes a joke about stealing hearts, probably at the worst time considering Heartless is out there literally stealing hearts. With her joking about serial killers, she recognizes that she probably needs a little bit of time off. But Bloodhaven to Gotham is 33 minutes on a good day. Unfortunately, this armored vehicle gets cut off by a semi-truck coming from the opposite side of traffic, driving right into that armored truck and knocking it on its side. As all the officers gear up, they head out of the vehicle to face whatever it is might be on the other side, with goons laying down the lead. Montoya and her officers are doing their best to hold them off, but this is when one of Montoya's officers goes to gun down Maroney. If it weren't for the saving of Nightwing, Maroney would be dead right here on the spot. Montoya livid because she can't even trust her own guys to get Maroney to Gotham City. That there is so much corruption, there are so many people on payrolls. Who is it that you could possibly trust? This is when Nightwing and Oracle, they decide that they are going to take Maroney and they are going to hightail it into the woods. taking their motorcycles and jumping off of the bridge. Maroni and Batgirl, they head off to a safe house, while Nightwing, he stays behind. He uses the woods, he uses the darkness to take out any goon that might be headed in their direction. With him taking them down, they head to one of Batman's safe houses inside of this forest, one of 3 that he has. There could be more, but Nightwing doesn't know about those. But they just need to hide him out for a little bit of time, using a trank putting Maroni out. Babs lets him know that the Titans have agreed to look after Bloodhaven and Haley, aka Bitewing. They are gonna have 3 days isolated in this bunker, with Maroni being tranquilized. This is where the 2 of them, they get a little hot and sweaty and they start to knock boots. Waking up the next morning, Maroni is livid because that tranquilizer, it only lasted about 3 hours, and this place has very thin ceilings, so he was able to hear all of the activities that happened the night prior. But as Babs and Dick Grayson look outside, what they see is a taxi cab, not understanding how it got here because there are no roads to this place. But a voice from the inside of the cab says Nightwing, says that his name is Rick Grayson and he needs him to get into the cab. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. That Rick Grayson being at the end, that is a deep cut from the past. After Nightwing had been shot in the head by KG Beast during the Tom King run of Nightwing, we see that DC is seemingly reinventing this persona, resurfacing. In this comic, Rick Grayson is his own entity. The attack by KG Beast had almost killed Nightwing. It gave him amnesia. He lost every memory that followed the death of his parents. And so Rick, aka Dick Grayson, had separated himself from his loved ones and tried to start a new life in Bloodhaven, initially resisting his heroic impulses. He found himself slowly drifting back into his old life, eventually being revealed that Rick Grayson was created by the Court of Owls, that they were tampering with Nightwing's memories. They were trying to turn him into Talon, but Dick Grayson was eventually restored during the events of the Joker War. So seeing Rick Grayson here, it is a relatively good surprise. Now, I'm not gonna spoil what is ahead, but the next issue, which we will be covering soon, it seems to get even weirder because we're about to have a visit from the 5th dimension. So let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get caught up on everything going on with Nightwing, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It is gonna get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership, much like Patreon, having 5 different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to getting free comics every single month. Not only would you be helping out the channel tremendously, you would be getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you are unable to do that, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.